Good evening and welcome to this edition of Council Action. I am Jackie Pagano, Councilwoman of Ward 7, and I will go over tonight's meeting. We started with the regular Pledge of Allegiance, roll call of members, approval of minutes, and we moved to special presentations. We had a special legislative update from the Honorable Tim Green. Filled us in on what's been happening up in Jeff City. Briefly touched on the amendments on the ballot on amendments 1, 2, 4, and 5. That will be on the August ballot, so I'm sure there'll be more information to come on those. Also, we had Michael Burton, who's the Executive Director of St. Louis Survival's Legal Support. So he was very interesting. He was a previous judge in the family courts, and he is now the executive director of this organization as an attorney, and they are helping victims of domestic abuse and holding the accuser accountable. He gave a very touching presentation, and truly, if you know anyone who is a victim of abuse and needs help, call this number, 314-NOW-STOP, which is 314-669-7867. They have the resources available to you, free legal service, and they will help you. But please reach out and get the help. People are there for you. So with that being said, we will move to, there were no communications tonight. So we'll move to public hearings. And the first public hearing was the ordinance authorizing an amendment to Article 4, limitations of exterior materials known as the city's masonry code, by creating new definitions of material uses and locations for the use of masonry and masonry-like materials. We've been going over this for a few years now with new companies coming in with, trying to move with the times and to be more accepting of new businesses coming in. And I know planning and zoning, along with the council, has been working very hard on this. So there are limitations and things, but we do want to work with these businesses. So that was the public hearing. The second public hearing was postponed, and that was for Dr. Yaki's Rafa Elahim's Holistic Clinic. He wants to install a sign, but that is now postponed until July 13th. No one was here to represent him. Next was a special use for Twan Stephen, doing business as the Stevens Group. This is to operate a construction, material storage, and office, and that is located at 1171A North Highway 67. He will not be building anything there. This would be more storing of some of his equipment and materials, and also have an office there to go over projects. So then we moved on to bills for second reading. These three all passed. I will go over them. One was amending Chapter 605, Business Regulations, Article 22 for mobile food vendors, and the regulations to add additional regulations for mobile food vendors operating in the city. The next, we had a substitute bill, and this was for Catherine Smith, doing business as Jollof Senegal Kitchen, to allow for a restaurant in a B2 Central Business District located at 12667 Newhalls Ferry Road. The third was from Mariah Green, and authorizing her to have a dog grooming business. It's called Positive Vibes Grooming. That is located on St. Francis Street, and that passed. We moved on to new business, and we get on to board appointments. In Ward 6, Gina Seeby was appointed to the Landmark and Historic District Commission. Steve Seeby was appointed to the Disability Awareness Commission, and Edward Ramatowski was to the Veterans Commission. Please know that we are always looking for people to serve on our boards, so if you are interested at all, please contact City Hall or one of your council member, or really any council member, and we can lead you in the right direction, because we'd love to have you and we love the residents' input. Next, we moved on to bills for first reading. And this one went in 3 readings, and this is was for an ordinance amending section 125065, a job classification and grade level, by adding a certain job classification. And I believe the city would like to add a mechanic in small engine repair. So that allows the mayor and the city staff to hire someone for that. Then the next first reading that actually went in 3 was an ordinance authorizing a contract with Regis Commission for information security, governance, and policy framework development. Bill number 10240, and that was an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept a proposal from FAAC Incorporated for a police driving simulator. And next we went on to Bill 10241, and that ordinance allowed the mayor to accept a proposal from McConnell and Associates for the installation of a tennis court at Dunnigan Park. So that's good news. So now we moved on to council announcement, and there are quite a few. So the Wednesday night out, which is this Wednesday night from 6 to 9, it's an Italian street festival. This is sponsored by Paul Maganelli and American Family Insurance, so it's right here in St. Francis. Come enjoy the music, Italian food. Just a sample of what's coming in September for the Italian festival, so we hope you can join us then. This Saturday and Sunday is the Hispanic Festival, which if you've ever driven by on this weekend, it's a wonderful event to attend. They have various vendors, wonderful food, dancers, things for children and adults. So please, on Saturday and Sunday, if you have time, join them at the Knights of Columbus grounds. And then we would also, this is kudos, congratulations to Old Town Donuts, 2nd year in the row for America's Best Donuts. I mean, what a great thing for our city. So, and a great thing for them. So we're all excited about that. On a sad note, though, we're going to be saying goodbye to a landmark. Someplace I grew up watching my dad play corkball at, always having a pizza and beverages there, and even now as an adult going there, sorely missed. And that is BJ's Restaurant. It was started by Jay and Delphine Russell, and Jeannie had taken over a few years back and, you know, gave a great run. And they are just surely going to be missed by all who even drive by that corner. So they will be closing on June 28th, so there's still a little bit of time to get that pizza in, or a mason jar full of your favorite drink. So we are going to miss them. On another sad note, our judge lost her dear sister, Mary Alice, last night. So she was a great caretaker to her, and she will be missed. I'll miss seeing her in the parades and the festivities that she would go to. So please, prayers to the Dorsey family. And then we get to the biggest celebration, my favorite celebration, the 4th of July, James J. Egan Center. And this year, celebrating our nation's 250th birthday. I mean, what more can we ask for is music and fireworks. And we know Florissant puts on a great show. Hopefully weather is perfect. Please come out, enjoy the music, the food, and those wonderful fireworks. So I wish you all well, and that's it for tonight. Our next meeting is July 13th, so we hope to see you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.